Hey guys, welcome to Tick Back Time. My name is Leonard and today I'm doing a review on the Seiko SARY055. This watch in front of me here, I believe is a very good alternative to the very famous, the very beloved Seiko SARB series, and I'll get into why I think that is in a moment. But first, let me get the specifications of this watch out of the way, shall we? Okay, so this watch has a 41mm case width. It is 12mm thick. But as you can see, the lugs, they drape down very drastically, so it hugs the wrist really well. It's 22mm between the lugs, and it tapers down to 20mm at the clasps. In terms of the lug to lug, it's 49mm. So this is definitely not a small watch for what it is. You know, it's a quite a clean dial. You know, people consider this a sports watch, but I think a lot of you would consider this as something very suitable to wear to the office, and thus probably more along the lines of a dress watch. All right, it has a sapphire crystal on the main dial, the main glass. At the back, I believe this is a hardlex crystal which houses the 4R36 movement. Okay, so this watch also has a signed crown. This is not a diver's watch, so it does not have a screw down crown. You can wind the watch up without, you know, unscrewing it or anything. And well, the 4R movement also has hacking. So if you look at the dial, what is so unique about this watch? Of course, it is that kanji date wheel. And the reason why this watch features the kanji date wheel is because this is a JDM, Japan domestic market only watch. So what that means is that the Japanese, they love to keep the best for themselves. They release watches for the international market, and also certain variants, certain models that are only meant for the Japanese market. But in this day and age with globalization and whatnot, it's very easy for us international customers to get our hands on these JDM variants. So this watch is one of them, and this kanji date wheel is really a testament to how unique it is. It really shows off that it is indeed a JDM watch. So if you like the black dial variant, the black dial variant is the SARY057. It is exactly the same as this watch, other than the dial being black. And the hands for that watch, I believe they are silver and they are not blue like this. So to me, this is really very unique. I love those blue hands there. Right? Look at how the light catches it. And this sunburst white dial is also so pretty. So let me show you what this kanji date wheel is like. Alright, so the kanji date wheel, each day you have different Japanese characters. So let me see. Saturday is this 2, in Chinese is 2. I only know them in Chinese. So Sunday is 日 in Chinese. Monday is 月. Tuesday 火. Wednesday is 水. Thursday 木. Friday 金. And then we're back to Saturday, which is 2. Japanese and Chinese, they are very similar. So, well, I was reading it out in Mandarin. I'm not sure how do you really pronounce those days in Japanese. All right, so I hope you guys managed to see what each day looks like. And well, it's really something that is so unique in terms of, you know, as compared to the billions of other Japanese watches out there, or even the Swiss watches. You know, this is something that will really catch someone's eye if they're looking at your wrist. All right, so this watch also comes in a different variant, the international variant, which is code-named SRP527. However, well, if I were you, I will always source for the JDM one with this kanji date wheel. I will never get the international model if I knew that they had a Japanese variant, you know, a JDM variant with this kanji date wheel. So yeah, just putting that out there, okay? So this watch, as per the video title, I compared it to the SARB series. And why is that? Because, you know, the SARB series, it is really the love child. I mean, it's really the most beloved Seiko watch for wearing to the office, I believe, at least for 5 years straight. Now the SARB has been discontinued, but the number one gripe that people had about the SARB series is that it was, I believe, is 38 millimeters case width. So a lot of people can't get behind that. A lot of guys like that big chunky watches, myself included. I've recently, you know, started leaning more towards smaller watches. So I'm starting to see the appeal of that. But that the diver craze has really brought upon this love and infatuation for huge dials, huge case widths, with the Seiko Tuna, the Sumo, and even a lot of micro brands. You know, the previous video I was reviewing the Zellos Hammerhead. That's also a very large, chunky watch. So for you to transition from something like that all the way into, you know, a teeny weeny 38mm or 35mm watch, that's really going to be a little bit of a mental hurdle that you have to get over. All right. So this watch will really help you with that. Or if it could also be your main watch for wearing to the office. I mean, it's really up to you. The SARB series, though, is very great. It's also pretty expensive. That watch, I believe, it's $400 over US. For this watch, you can get it for around $300, and the compromises, of course, was that movement. And one more thing I'm going to point out that this watch does poorer than the SARB series is that, let me get it over here. Okay, it comes, this is the stock clasps that it came in. It comes in a stamped clasps, you know, very similar to the Seiko Turtle and Samurai and the, you know, middle range Seikos that you're used to. Of course, this doesn't have a diverse extension, but my number one gripe with this was that it only has 2 micro adjust holes. So I couldn't get the perfect fit. So what I did was I went onto AliExpress and I got a $10 clasp. Well, it's a milk clasp, so that's a huge benefit. But what I really wanted was this additional micro adjust hole. So by retrofitting this new clasp onto this bracelet, I was able to get the perfect fit for me. So this is something that you can consider if, you know, you are considering purchasing this watch. Of course, please buy it first and try it on. You know, it may fit you perfectly and you may not have to go through the hassle of doing that. All right, so the bracelet is really a very, very nice bracelet. I feel that it does exude quality for what you are paying. It's a $300 watch, but the bracelet is even better than some of my more expensive watches. So thumbs up to Seiko for that. It has solid end links, but one thing that I'm very, you know, I have a bit of OCD when it comes to watches, and I feel that they could have made the tolerances for the end links a little better. If you look here, you can see there's a gap, quite a significant gap if you ask me, around 0.5 millimeter or so between the end link and the lux itself. So, you know, well, I can't expect the sky, but if they just made it a little bit better, I think I would really love this watch a lot more than I currently do, okay? So the Seiko SARY, I hope you have enjoyed this review. I think it's really a good alternative to the SARB. Is it really the same as the SARB? Definitely not, you know. I believe the SARB, it has lume. This watch has totally no lume on the dial, on the hands, on the indices at all. But of course, you get this lovely blue hands, blue dolphin hands with that lovely Japanese day wheel. For the Seiko SARB series, you only get a date. So that is something that, you know, you give and you take, and I much prefer the Japanese kanji date wheel, the day wheel. This is really why I'm so in love with this watch, and I really love what the Japanese do with their JDM releases, alright? So, thank you guys so much for watching. I hope this has been informative to you. Please go ahead and try to source one out as soon as you can if you love this watch. It's been discontinued. I'm not sure how long stocks will remain in the market. So, act quick, get your hands on one, alright? This is Leonard. Thank you so much for watching. Please like if you like this video, and please subscribe if you want to see more content.